Honestly, I find it pathetic, honestly, that there's some people on the internet who, what? I'm sorry. I can't put to words how dumb this is. Okay? So there's people, most likely Democrats, who said that what? Who try to say that men only like games like Pragmata because pedophilia. But then they go and like, oh, come on, I couldn't go see him, what's under Diana's clothes. What the fuck, Democrats? No. Seriously. I hate to be political, especially as I'm trying to move away from politics, from gaming content. But I just find it so stupid how, especially the same people who spent the past 9 to 15 years, telling men that they're all violent sex offenders and they're all pedophiles. Meanwhile, they're actually wanting to see a minor character without their clothes or through their clothes. I mean, it's so stupid. It's so stupid. And honestly, there are people out there who try to argue, well, it's artistic freedom. No, it's not. It's literally called pedophilia. And pedophilia is a crime. I mean, it's common sense. It's logical that you don't... I just can't understand the stupidity of left-wing extremists, honestly. You know, these are the same people who say they're all for equality and all. Meanwhile, they try to undermine age of consent laws. Okay? The whole point of pragmata, if anything at all, is to convince men, hey, you want to be a father, right? Trying to get men to actually want to give his all to someone who isn't him. And, you know, like, the whole point is for Diana is to be a surrogate daughter almost. Like, make you want to go get your life in order, I guess, to become a father, have a kid of your own. I mean, this is why I'm not a liberal anymore. Because liberals are unhinged and deranged. Not only are they literally doing everything they falsely accuse the average guy of doing, not even Republicans, average, normal, everyday men, and of everything they claim, they're all doing it, but blaming the average Joe like me and the average guy who, oh yeah, just wants to be a father and a husband. And that's really all he wants to be. But we've seen it. Democrats for the past so many years try to paint men as evil, as oppressors, everything. Honestly, this situation is bullshit. Like, stupid level of bullshit. Like, telling the very group of people that you abandon, that there's a problem. And we're a part of the reason why the left lost the election, because, oh yeah, that's right, Republicans actually did something Democrats and feminists never actually thought of doing. Gee, talking to a man, at bare minimum, pretending to care. Okay. And it's weird. Democrats say they're trying to get men back. Democrats are trying to say all of a sudden they care about men. But these are the same people who are still pushing all men are rapists, all men are rapists every 5 seconds. Every 5 seconds. And try to say, well, feminism is about equality. Okay, then how come feminists defend every one of their enemies, like actual enemies of feminism, but calling every guy a creep? Honestly, I don't know why this is even going on anymore. Okay? Logically, if men just had this biological or hatred towards women or predatory nature, then how come logically men do not do this? Even to 1/3 of the levels these nut jobs claim. And this is why a lot of things fail, because even now, to this very minute, places like Hollywood, California, where, oh yeah, sex crimes are rampant, and in a state like California where, oh yeah, you're pretty much a feminist icon if you commit a crime against a woman. Yeah. Honestly, it's just infuriating, the lies, the double standards, and honestly, the false information. And yet, these are the same people who claim they're so educated. Honestly, now I'm convinced that Charlie Kirk was correct, that college is a scam. If you go to college and you become a radical fascist, but calling everyone else a fascist without proof, then honestly, how am I supposed to believe anything in a college degree is supposed to represent? If college degrees is supposed to be worth something, then how come people with college degrees can't get jobs? How come people with college degrees can't figure out how to, comprehend basic biology or basic U.S. history? Honestly, this is why so many industries fail, because especially when it comes to like a franchise that, were male dominated or built in particular for a male audience, literally sticking their middle finger up and actively discriminates against their core audience under the false pretense of activism or inclusion. Okay, what is inclusion if all you're doing is kicking people out? I mean, this is exactly what Disney done with Star Wars. They blame men after kicking men out of Star Wars. Okay. I mean, Mark Hamill is just as much of a fascist as Disney. They literally falsely accused men of so many crimes without any evidence. Lied about Johnny Depp, saying, we didn't fire Johnny Depp because of the allegations made against him. No fucking shit, you did. You did, Disney. You didn't even care whether the allegations were true or not. You're like, well, Amber Heard had boobs, so she must be telling the truth. Yeah, there is no standard of evidence for how Disney literally treated Johnny Depp like shit and automatically assumed that he was guilty of the crimes he was being falsely accused of. But more to the point, the fact that Disney actively hated Star Wars fans, even wanted Star Wars fans to die unless they Nazi saluted Disney for destroying the childhood of so many people. Honestly, this is why I don't get attached at all.